The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tommy O'Brien, and Daryl Martin.
Welcome back. Welcome, folks. Tommy O'Brien. We do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials are down 11, Nasdaq's are 5, S&Ps are down 2. Gold flat, 12.84. You get silver down 18 cents, $17.83 an ounce. Platinum's flat, trading 9.76. Bonds, you get the 10-year up 6 ticks, 30 up 12, and good old King Dollar up 210 ticks. This is it. This is the weekend, folks, and bottom line, Sunday night.
Yeah.
Sunday night.
We like volatility, and that'll provide some volatility.
That's going to provide
news events. We like news events, right? If anyone watches the show, you got Wednesday, we love our oil. Thursday, we love natural gas.
Right.
And man, we wish we had, presidential elections in European countries every single week, because that would just provide all sorts of, right? That sums it up. Presidential elections in every European country. Let's do them once a month, man.
Do them once a month. So what do you do with it, folks? Bottom line, get over to our website at TFNN. Hit the Nadex banner. You can bring the exchange up. They'll put 20.
There it is. And look what we got primed and ready, man. Euro, US dollar. There it is. That'll be what we want to be looking at. If you're on that Nadex platform, 6 o'clock at night, Sunday night, they'll open up. And man, if the polls start coming back. And so 6 o'clock Sunday night, and I haven't looked in the fundamental, but I'm just looking at it right now.
Yes.
So that's going to be, like midnight in Europe?
Right.
Sunday.
You're going to know what's happening.
That's it. And their vote Sunday.
Right.
And credit to them for voting Sunday. I was thinking on the way here, why don't we vote on the weekends? That's a discussion that takes place. We vote on Tuesday. I mean, talk about everybody works. What do they vote?
Right.
That's another discussion, right? But they vote on Sunday.
Yeah.
So, we'll know everything basically by the time those markets open, and they'll still be. And what's cool is we won't know everything because we'll only know the two candidates.
Right.
So there's still going to be this push and shove of what that means and who's going to have the edge. And if there's ever a surprise where, there's 4 candidates who have a legit shot at it.
Okay.
But I imagine there's 2 candidates who are going to be the front runners, right? And so there's, there'll be a lot to digest no matter what.
There will.
Sure. Yeah.
And what you have, folks, is that on the Nadex platform, of course, you can be, no matter what happens, there's going to be high volatility, whether you're a bull or a bear. That's what's so cool about it.
It's just so much information to digest.
Right.
Just like we see, and not to tie it back to oil, but same thing. You get to see the market digesting information.
Right.
Those numbers come out at 10:30.
Yeah.
And the market doesn't really figure out what's going on for at least a good half hour, sometimes throughout the entire day. It's trying to figure out what those numbers mean to supply and demand, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So bottom line, you can test drive this platform, and it's a great time to do it so you can see how the volatility is going to come in, because the volatility, folks, will absolutely be in the currencies and the metals markets. And then, of course, when we wake up, Monday, that'll bring it right into the equity markets.
Definitely.
Pretty wild.
Definitely.
Right now, it's kind of, what's also going to be interesting here, folks, is to see how we actually come into the close today. Because we get a Friday in the metals market, they can kill the metals market.
Yeah.
And gold has really just been flat this past week. And, you don't have the sellers in it, but you don't have the buyers either. I mean, you know what I mean? I mean, it broke topside last week. We're trading at 12.84. I mean, I like how it's held up. But guess what? Just because you don't have sellers, you need buyers to get to higher price.
Definitely.
So that also is going to be a highly volatile trade.
Yeah, and what happens is, so the currencies open at 6 o'clock at night. Gold does not open, I don't believe, right? Yeah, but it's because that would be rocking as well.
Oh, it would.
The same,
It would. I'm
sure that'll be rocking on Monday. I just,
Well, I'm bringing it up in the context for today.
Okay.
Because what will happen is this.
I'm still stuck on Sunday. Go ahead.
Because we have.
Can't fast forward through the whole weekend just yet.
Well, we have until 1:30 today.
Yes, definitely.
Now, there hasn't been movement yet.
Yeah.
And what I'm trying to, I'm looking to say, what, the sooner the closer that we get to the European close, which is 11:30, the more I think that we're going to get some volatility, because the big fund managers over there will be saying, okay, do I want more risk, less risk? And realistic, I think if you're running big money, you want less risk.
Sure.
On an announcement. After that, you figure it out.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Just
Sure.
like it's like those guys don't get paid to put it on red or green. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
Our phone number is 877-927-6648. GE came out with numbers last night. So
Yeah. They were getting a pop this morning, right?
they were getting a pop and they sold them off.
Man.
I know.
They were up about 1%. Pre-market.
And then right on the open, it's so interesting, man. You know, and the numbers were good.
There it is.
30, 60, right down to 29. And so it's going to be interesting here. Let's look at this. Yeah, you can. It's having a hard time getting above that consolidation. See, that was their last earnings too, in January, where this came down pretty hard.
Sure.
If we go into the Dow Industrials, we look at the strength versus the weakness. Strength inside the Dow Industrials today. Visa's at all-time high, I believe. Visa is putting in 7 points. No, Visa's putting in 4 points positive.
Yes.
Boeing 7, UTX 4. Taken away from it is IBM.
Still struggling after yesterday. They had a rough one, yeah.
And here comes Goldman again. And Goldman had a nice little bounce yesterday. Yeah, IBM's not moving.
Yeah.
Goldman. Yeah, it's not moving either. Yeah, sideways moving. 877-927-6648. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow Industrials right now down 6. Nasdaq's off 2. S&Ps are off 1.5. We're going to right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now flat. You get the Nasdaq also flat. And folks, as you're over to our website at TFNN, you can hit that Nadex banner. They'll bring up the exchange. They'll put $25,000 of paper money into your account. And
this is a good weekend, right?
This is the weekend, man.
Do it today. Get your account up. That way, you're relaxing Sunday night. You have a great weekend, and you say, maybe I'll watch a little 60 Minutes. Maybe I'll have my Sunday evening, and guess what? Maybe I'll put up the Nadex charts and watch the euro.
That's a definite. So picture this. This morning, folks, I'm working, and I'm laughing at myself. I'm saying to myself, because I wanted to figure out exactly where I'm going to be Sunday. At 6 o'clock, exactly. You know what I mean? So I want to make sure that I'm not sitting down, having some group of sandwiches. You know what I mean? I'm going to make sure that I either eat a little bit earlier or a little bit later.
You got to be at home in front of your laptop, or make sure you got your Wi-Fi card and you're out.
And I will. Wherever it is, I want to be comfortable at that point.
For sure, man.
Let's go to Mike in Dallas. Hey, Mike, what's going on?
Well, how are y'all doing today?
Good morning, Mike. Great. Yourself?
Well, I'm doing good. Listen, even on Fox News and so forth, I really haven't heard much about this or what effects it would be. And my question is, what effect will the takeover of the General Motors plant in Nicaragua, I believe?
Yeah, Venezuela. Venezuela,
I'm sorry. Venezuela and the employees. And are there other companies that particularly oil companies that may be a target for this that we need to be aware of, because we're just not getting much out of the news at all.
Well, they were never making money there anyway. No one's making money in Venezuela.
Yeah, I think
this has been going down the tubes since 1994. So
it's probably something that was pretty factored in. GM stock, I don't think, was even down yesterday. They're such a mammoth anyway, but the political risk of operating in a country like that, most astute investors are pretty aware that you're playing a highly volatile game in terms of, and that's why, we tie it into the same with Russia in terms of some of those companies going into Russia, and they've pulled out because it got, and this isn't even talking about what's happened with Russia recently. We're going back 5-10 years where there was just too much volatility, too much risk, that if you ever hit, the motherlode of gold, guess what?
Kinross Gold.
Yeah,
the CEO of Kinross Gold,
yeah, Bob Buckham. Yeah, you've interviewed him, and he talked about that.
And that was in 2004.
Right,
and
really
guess what? They're still not going to get the gold out.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, good analysis.
No, it's a great question, man. And if you're doing business in, if you call it, I guess, a third world country, wherever it is, where you're dealing with political risk, all right? And Venezuela is a country.
It's huge.
And that political risk just didn't pop up yesterday, Mike. You know what I mean? It was a big story for sure. And we should be aware of it. But big money has been aware that there is political risk, especially in that country, and there's political risk in a lot of countries, and that's, with risk can come reward.
Well,
but guess what? It can also come with risk.
It does. And the Venezuela deal is pretty intriguing. I was actually looking at their bonds last week because I think the only way this is going to come down, you get a few people that are basically just running the country, running right into the ground, and you can see the populace wants to change that. So this started, what was interesting is in 1994, we have a large Venezuela population in Boston.
Okay.
And when I met these guys, so this was at our shop in Waltham, right? What happened is that we had a couple of Venezuela guys come in, doctors, right? And they said, we're getting all our money out. And I said, what do you mean? He says, and this was when Chavez first came in.
Yeah.
And he says, well, this is going to go down the tubes. Well, that was 94. And then it really took them a good 15 years to get down the tubes, because when Chavez first came in, he wasn't as authoritative as he claimed.
Authoritarian well, that's how dictators usually come into power.
No,
they don't come in and say they're going to be dictators.
That's right. Yeah. And so when I watched it go all the way down, it blew my mind. First off, that some people knew that immediately in '94, and they got out where they needed. That country's so rich. If they can figure out, if they have a revolution, then everyone's going to want in there. I want to buy their bonds. I mean, I'm not.
You want to talk about high risk, man? But go ahead.
Well, this is what it is. They have the resources. They have oil that's unbelievable.
Well, there's a lot of countries that have resources. I'm just,
they have gold. They have more. They were the largest oil producer before this whole thing happened in '94. Now they.
That's quite a before, though. We're in a different world.
I know, but guess what? If you can make that trade right, it'd be a good trade.
It seems like a long-term trade.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you all very much.
Thanks, Mike.
Okay. Have a great one. Have a safe one. Yeah. Venezuelan bonds.
They're not on the right track. I agree. Taking plants from big U.S. companies is not like I see light at the end of the tunnel. That's like we're digging our feet in. We're just going to take everything and see.
No, they are.
And see if that's
they're desperate.
So that's why I say the longer term.
Yesterday I was looking at the. I think their dollar is either 4,500 to 1.
I don't know.
Let's see. What is the dollar named? Okay, Vince. At the break, I'm going to bring this up, folks, because when you see this, it's like crazy what has happened. As their inflation rate, because they don't have anything.
Sure, yeah.
877-927-6648, and guess what? Market just turned green. Let's go inside the NDX 100 because the NDX, folks, the NDX and the Nasdaq Composite, they're at highs. So how we close out this week, is going to be a big deal because they've been trying to take out this high. Let's see. So NDX 100, that's 6 weeks. We've been at the same level, meaning 54.46. Okay. Now the composite has been the same place, I believe, for 8 weeks. This is just a little bit different setup. Yeah. So, 3, 6, 8. So 59.11 to 59.28. That's and we're laying there.
Yeah.
Now we're not going to have the volume, but guess what? If you get the price, well, you can do another leg up.
Sure.
So this is how we come into this closeout here is going to be a big number. There's no doubt about it. Gold is we just fluctuated from up $1.50 to down $1.50. The dollar hasn't got any traction out here this morning. But as I say, I think as we come closer to this, everyone's going to be watching, where they're placing their bets in Europe.
Definitely.
What
will be interesting is they'll have the markets and futures 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
But like you're saying, that's by about. I don't know when the polls close, and we'll have to do some research, right?
Yeah.
But they have 6 hours on us, so in the middle of our Sunday,
we're going to know
we're going to start getting news reports of where those are coming in.
Right.
And not only, it's not just going to be again who the two people are. It's going to be what percentage they got.
That's right.
If one person's way ahead,
right,
they're going to have a huge advantage on the next, or maybe if one of those people surprised, there's a lot to digest there.
And it is also what two people. Yeah.
For sure, right.
There's no doubt.
Yeah.
Our phone number is 877-927-6648. We take a look at some of the higher volume stocks in this market right now. It looks like I got a whole. See, I got Paris up. Isn't that funny?
I know. I was like, what is going on with? Yeah.
I got the cat up. Okay. So we'll change that to the S&P. You got Bank of America down 13 cents. Mattel, they came out with numbers last night. They're not selling enough Barbies. That's what they said.
I see Barbie right there in the news. Mattel tumbles after Barbies.
Yeah.
Maybe comparable sales. Whatever.
Well, what happened is that they launched a whole new Barbie thing and it didn't go as well as they thought.
Kids got a lot of things to keep them busy these days beyond dolls. That's tough.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you like it does me, visit everbank.com/TFNN to find out what they can do for you. Again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. Visit them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. The Dow Industrials right now are up 4. NASDAQ is flat. S&P is flat. Let's go to Mike in Toronto. Hey, Mike, what's going on?
Yeah, hi. Thanks for taking my call.
Sure. Thanks for calling. Thanks for holding. Appreciate it.
Yeah, hi. I just want to continue that conversation. Could you go into the Bloomberg terminal there and look at Venezuelan sovereign bonds, their rating, and what are the most active?
No, I can't do that.
That's a lot to pull up on the spot.
Right.
That's all. We'll try and do it at the break. It's just without knowing the symbol and so forth. Yeah. It's a tough one.
You can't search it. You can't just put in.
I can, Mike, but I'm not going to do it in the middle of the show.
We're live with a lot of listeners beyond yourself, man.
Yeah.
Are they CCC rated?
I don't know.
Okay. All right. We're done. Thanks, Mike. We're good. We're good.
Okay.
We don't have time for that. I'm sorry. I get frustrated. Okay. I know. He's a tough caller. He's giving me. It's a tough. We don't have time to.
It's just. When I pull everything else up, it's 2 seconds.
Well, that's my point. He should understand that. Everybody should understand that. That's, but out of courtesy to everybody else, when we said we don't have time for it, and he asks again, well, you can't do that. That's kind of a little bit of an attitude. So. Okay.
Yeah. What we do have up here, folks, okay?
I know. But hey.
Is the Venezuela.
If he wants to push our buttons, we'll push him right back, man. He loves doing it. So everybody's heard him. He loves doing it.
Has he pushed your button before? Yeah.
He's pushed yours, too. Somehow you can handle it. But hey, I have courtesy for everybody. That wasn't courtesy, so that's where it goes, man. So we looked at, this is the Venezuelan Bolivar currency, right?
Yeah, and this is the black market.
So this is what you were talking about. This is a news story, and let's go through it because, yeah, that is quite a rival exchange rate, trading somewhere between $10,000 and $5,000 per dollar.
Yeah, and the official rate is, I think, 10.10.
So this is okay. Let's read it because we haven't even read through it exactly. Yeah. So Venezuela's black market Bolivar is trading at a record low of 47.09 per dollar. I didn't put that, that's a record low because you need that many. It's so weak to get $1. Right.
Bullet to $1
So after at least 2 people were killed when security forces contracted protests, so they have just turmoil and, increasingly dictatorial regime with bullets, gas. I mean, just sounds obviously. Its weakness is a measure of both the shortage of dollars in the country and the desperation of the Venezuelans to buy food, medicine, and other basics, most of which are imported. The official exchange rate is still fixed at around 10. That's what I was getting.
10.
I know. While the legal market-based rate has been allowed to devalue at a controlled pace to 7.14 per dollar, 5.8% devaluation this year compared with 33%. Pretty wild.
That's insane.
Pretty wild, seriously.
So here, I just got to look at that again. So you got 10, but no one does that. But 7.14, and then you get 47.09. Oh my God, that's sick.
That is.
There's where you go, folks. That's.
You want to talk about some volatility, man?
See, I think I want to go down there with some U.S. dollars.
Can we read this again? Do you see what we did? Maybe this is why I'm on edge, man. I sit next to you talking about I want to go down there. Dictatorial regime with bullets and tear gas after security forces confronted protests. 2 people were killed. I want to go down there and make
That's
some
when
money.
you can make. I'm going to call Mike.
With risk, there is reward.
I'm going to call Mike from Somerville.
Yeah, well, we got our man Mike in the den. He's with me. You do not want to go down there. Let's say that again. You do not want to go down there. There's certain risks that are worth things. There's certain. How much money is your life worth, man? No. Wrong answer. Wrong answer.
Listen. Hey. Let's go. Let's go to Tom.
It's Friday. Why not?
Hey, Tom, what's going on?
Hey, good morning, Tom and Tommy.
Morning, Tom.
What do you think? You want to go?
Are you on the Venezuelan train with him?
No, I'm totally out on that. I don't part of that.
Perfect.
Oh my God!
Perfect. You're a sane man. Boston's keeping you sane. That's good. That's good. We got too much sun down here, I think. Too much sun, man. Are you okay?
Oh my God.
The closest I'm getting to that is Aruba, maybe, but I don't even know if I'm going there.
I'll go to Aruba with you, Tom. We'll go to Aruba, man. We'll go trade on the beach in Aruba. Totally.
You can see it, maybe, but 90 miles.
We'll get some good binoculars and a telescope, man. We'll trade from the shores of Aruba. I like it.
I'm telling you.
He's got a couple of fans that are going to go with him to the.
I can find plenty of people. Don't worry about it.
Oh well, that's safe.
Okay, so what are we gonna do?
Well, what I did this morning was I dumped all my J Nug and Nug.
Okay.
And I switched over to the dark side. I went to the J Dust.
J Dust. Okay.
Yeah.
JDST, I think.
JDST.
Yeah. Let's take a look at it. So, this is the direction junior gold miners 3 times bear position of the Market Vectors Junior Gold Miners Index. Okay, so
I don't have a good feeling about what's going to happen this weekend with gold. I don't know.
Is that fundamentally just anything about France, or just a general? I'm just curious myself.
It's about France and that election, and I think I heard you say just a little while ago. I just kind of tuned in. But why are they having an election on the weekend? Which doesn't make much sense.
That's what they always do.
Yeah.
The way Europe runs is that their elections are on Sunday, and then they have to stop campaigning 24 hours before that. Now, in this case, they stopped campaigning because those poor cops got killed last night.
Yeah, sad.
So the campaign.
No wonder why they're messed up. They should just have it on a weeknight.
You got some people in the den that would love to chime in on that conversation too.
So now what's interesting here. Now check this out. Now this is, with the JNUG, right? This is the first day that the JNUG since last Thursday is trading at net asset value. So that's interesting. So it's 564, 566. Yesterday that was up. It's been 10 cents over. That's what's happened.
Because can you kind of go over that for people that aren't aware?
Yeah.
So what's going to happen, right, is that they're not actually issuing new shares.
Right.
And maybe we'll pull it up after the break. I know you have, and it's just, and I know you know about it, Tom. For others that don't, though, there's some sort of some higher risk really trading that, because it might not be trading a net asset value.
That's correct.
If they're not reissuing shares.
Right.
Because the underlying
is changing their rules.
And so they don't know how those rules are going to change.
Until
so
May
they
30th.
know how they're going to change, they're not going to issue more shares.
Right.
So that may mean that it may not be calibrated as it should be calibrated to trade correctly. And you're kind of just opening yourself up to a little bit of risk that you might not be able to understand.
Right.
So I know you understand that, Tom, but that way everyone else, because that's another value or risk for sure.
This is a different animal than it was, a week or two ago,
True.
or a month ago. So I don't know what's going to happen with it. I really don't have any clue.
Well, no one does. That's why they stopped it.
And it may not behave rationally. Almost. That's one thing
right.
that I.
So what's going to happen is that we'll get the rules on the 30th.
Yeah.
Now,
of May.
When you get the rules, then you'll know what to do.
Yeah.
Because what will happen, folks, is that they're either going to be taking. It looks like from the Van X site, because that's where the announcement is, and that's what they say they're going to do. But they have percentages on there. They have all these, percentages.
Okay.
What they don't tell you is that what stocks they're going to put in and what stocks they're going to take out, and that's what all these big, trust companies need in order to know that, okay, where am I hedging? What are we doing?
Sure.
Okay. Well, hey, stay right there. Stay right there. We're coming right back. 877-927-6648. Stay right there, folks. Coming right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Tom O'Brien, we do appreciate you growling and prowling with us. We get Tom from Plymouth, and Tom from Plymouth right now is looking at the J-Dust. And, I guess whatever one, I mean, you trade and you're going to know the quicker that we get into 130. That's the way it looks. I mean, gold is fluctuating, but only in a small way. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think if it doesn't break a little bit this afternoon, I'll probably have a neutral position going into the weekend because I think it's just a crapshoot, to tell you the truth. But the Japanese yen doesn't look like it's really tanking to me. I don't know if you guys have what you see on that.
So the way that I'm looking at this, I'm going to stay in my bullish position, and this is why. So I think, number one, the yen, I think it's building costs to go lower, meaning, lower prices, stronger yen. Where I'm going with this, Tom, is that the gold contract is in a confirmed ABC up. So I mean, we both know this has been a tough one to stay in. It's been a tough one to stay in all the way up. Do you know what I mean? Because you come off the bottom hard, you come back.
What, right?
But I'm staying with that position because I like. There's a lot of ABC structures up, and they're confirmed. Whether it's in the gold contract or the actual equities. So the volatility's out there, though. But bottom line is that
gold is going one way or the other. It's going up or it's going down, and I think it's going pretty good. But I don't know which way, and I really don't.
I hear you. So my take is that we're going up because every time we go up with volume, we pull back with lighter volume. But listen, I know Sunday night. Yeah, Sunday night is
anything can happen when we got election, man. We learned that a few months ago.
Anything can and everything will happen.
So we'll see what happens, totally. Especially with those 4 candidates, and they got 8 really, or 12 really, 4 legitimate, but that adds to more volatility, it seems like. More surprises could come in.
And then, there's no doubt that the violence yesterday is going to affect it.
Oh, for sure, for sure. And what's wild is that it's only 2 weeks after that they have the other election, so it's going to be like an immediate build-up to that, right? In terms
of on top of so check this out. This is going to be a wild weekend because on top of that, our Congress comes back on Tuesday. They have to vote by Friday for the debt limit.
To extend the debt limit.
It's like, so that's going to be.
No, nothing's going to happen there, man. We're good.
I suspect that's
an easy one.
Nothing.
Well, I'm being sarcastic. Anything can happen there, too.
What I suspect will probably happen is that Minutia from the Treasury will pull another rabbit out of his hat to extend it another couple weeks.
Right, and they don't need to actually, they can move things around where they don't need that until maybe it's late May, June that they actually need it to keep things open. Yeah.
Cooking, brother.
All right, guys. Well, have a great weekend. Maybe it's just time to sit tight for a little while and see where it all shakes out.
You can't go wrong there sometimes, Tom, for sure.
Yeah, cash is a position, right?
Oh, cash is definitely a position. Right?
I don't know. You're going to give up all that volatility? You won't be able to. You need a position going into that.
Hey, sitting on your hands can be the best decision you make sometimes, man.
I'm going to see the therapist right now.
Listen, folks, there's no doubt sitting on your hands is the best position you have. But guess what? I know that guy. I don't know him, but I know him.
And they know you. So.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to have a position going into it. Cooking, brother.
All right. See you guys.
Take care, Tom.
Man. Have a safe one. Let's go to Paul in San Jose. Hey, Paul, what's going on?
Hey, good morning, guys. How you guys doing?
Morning, Paul.
Great, man. Yourself?
Hey, I'm doing great. Thanks for taking my call again. I really appreciate it.
Always nice to hear from you, man.
It.
Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, I had I wanted to chime in on the currency conversation.
Okay.
I just started getting into trading the Forex and all that.
Yeah.
Nice.
I really like the way they trade. The way I trade, they trade clean to me. Tom and Tommy, I wanted to get your guys' opinion on the pound U.S. dollar. To me, it looks like it could potentially break out here. But I wanted to get your opinion because I'm still really new to this whole currency stuff.
Sure.
Now, are you trading it on the Nadex platform?
Right now, yes, we're going to go with the Nadex.
You have the spot up versus the just to put people
if you haven't test drove it yet, the Nadex platform, Paul, do it because if you're trading currencies, right? There's no better way than have defined risk in it because if you're just a currency broker, it's a whole different ball game, man. And you're only paying you're only paying like 4 ticks, which is nothing, okay? and you get defined risk. So play with it.
I'm paper trading them right now, and I really like I like it a lot.
Yeah. So we're at 127, to $1, and yeah, this move was huge, man. I mean, and we're right at it. Technically, you already broke out. From the consolidation from October 7th. Now the real question is that can it make it into these other downdrafts? These downdrafts are pretty vicious. But that's a good start. Where I think, like when you see a spike like this, right? What happened, folks, is that on Monday, when Theresa May said that she was going to do a snap election, the market loved it. Okay, so what I normally do, Paul, when you see something like that, I just go to a different currency. Because, see, your risk is so high now, because of how we went from 125 to 129 in 6 hours.
We could just get a pullback into there? Sure. No, I understand.
Exactly.
Right. Natural pullback into a huge move. Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
So once you get used to the currencies, excuse me, you can just flip to the yen, you can flip to the dollar, you can flip to the euro. I trade everything against the dollar, but that's what I normally do, because then it just brings down your risk pretty good. Because there's going to be, on Sunday night, there's going to be monster...
monster everything.
Right, and it's going to be the euro against the yen and the euro against the dollar.
Sure.
That's going to be the highest volatility out there.
Sure. And the pound could get some big action too, though, just in terms of because it could have such implications on the euro in general, the European Union in general, that maybe that's going to have implications on the pound, because maybe if everyone's bailing, it's not a big deal. I don't know. It could all be affected. It really could.
Right.
Yeah.
So
euro, pound, right.
That's how I'd kind of shake that baby out.
Yeah.
It's going to be wild. So I use TC2000 for my general charting platform. I don't get volumes on the currencies. Is there volumes on currencies?
No, there's not. There's not.
Okay.
The best thing that you can do is I use the volume inside the dollar index, which is clean volume.
Okay.
You can use the volume on the yen in the futures. And the reason there's not volume, folks, is this: is that let's say that you have a bank, I have a bank. It's all currency trading, right? That's all. It's called an intra-bank transactions, and that's how currencies are traded. Okay. I'm trading with you. I'm trading with you. There's no central exchange with all of that.
Okay.
So what happens is that in the futures contract, you can at least get a gauge as to go who's buying, who's selling.
Sure.
Where's the supply and demand?
Sure.
And I've done it over the years. I've done it since I've had the gold report, which is what?
Keep going
16,
higher.
17
you were like
years.
14. Nope.
17 years.
Yeah.
So it's consistent. It's good. Do you know what I mean?
Hey, man, thank you so much.
Okay, man. Have a great one.
I got one quick question for you. I'm actually going out there with my fiance, and like I said, I'm your son's age. I'm Tommy's age. So, Tommy, do you have a place where you could recommend would be a good place to stay, or a good area to stay where we would really enjoy ourselves out there in Tampa?
You know, the South Tampa's beautiful, man. Clearwater Beach is beautiful if you want a little bit more low-key. And St. Petersburg, down by the water.
You gotta get down here and have a few
Get by
beers
the water,
with us.
man. Get by the water. Lots of good places on the water.
I'm going to give you guys a buzz when I'm out there.
Do it, man.
Oh,
Awesome.
you gotta call us.
Awesome. Take care, Paul. Thanks, man.
All right.
Stay right there. We're coming right back.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has put together the finest live programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 9 hours a day starting at 8 a.m. as John Logan kicks us off each trading day with the Global Market Pulse. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Mondays and Fridays, catch live trading on the Nadex platform with host Tom and Tommy O'Brien, along with Daryl Martin on the Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN, educating investors. Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. And folks, don't forget, before Sunday night, come over to our website at TFNN, hit that Nadex banner, bring up the exchange.
Get that demo account.
Get the demo account, because there's going to be plenty of volatility that you're going to be able to see how these defined option contracts trade.
Definitely.
Now, I know last night we had a great workshop when I met Mr. Basil Chapman.
We did. Outstanding workshop. 90-minute workshop, Basil.
Yeah.
And, if you still want to get into it, we don't have it up here, but you can always go into the newsletters, right? Trading newsletters, opening call, free trial. There you go. So you can still sign up, gain access to the archive.
Cool.
Well, coming up next week, our man Steve Rhodes. So he'll be doing his program, of course, today, 1 o'clock, but how to spot and avoid the next bear market. So this is kind of a little different. Steve just wanted to do kind of a workshop for everybody.
Yeah.
He has some good thoughts, some good patterns about what he's going to be talking about. 30-minute workshop open to all TFNN members. So you don't even have to sign up. Most of the people watching the program are probably already members.
Yes.
Okay? If you've subscribed to anything, you've ever taken part in like a Den open house, anything like that, you're already a member. If you don't know your password, you can always go to log in, top right-hand corner, right on the front page.
Yeah.
Okay? Forgot password, click here, and then you can just enter your email address and it'll get emailed to you. And if you've never signed up, then guess what? All you need to do is become a member right here. Click here to become a member. No credit card, nothing like that. You just join the membership. There's a few things that come with that in terms of archives you're able to access as well. And then every single member will gain access to that right on their members page. All you need to do is log in the night of the workshop, Wednesday evening, 5:30 p.m. So, of course, your show's going to wrap up 5 o'clock Wednesday evening. We've got a half hour to reprime, get energized, and Steve will be in there for a half hour. Should be a good half hour of action. He's going to be talking about, he went over, and let's pull it up because he had. So in this 30-minute workshop, he's going to talk about the playbook that takes you step by step. He'll share with you 2 patterns that are present that he's looking at for the beginning of the bear market. And he'll show you kind of what he's looking at as he looks for those patterns. And, he's had some cool statistics in terms of each year there's, and I'm not going to, I forget, but there were some cool percentages, and I like statistics, and I like those types of things where on the average you're going to have pullbacks of whether it was 5%, 10%, 1 out of 2 years, whatever it is. They're a lot. They're more than you would think as to how often the market in any given year will pull back 10% or something like that to some degree.
So even when I've interviewed him, he's brought them up. So it's pretty cool.
Check that out. Get ready for next week. Lots of good action, for sure.
And, of course, get ready for that market. The metals market closes at 1:30 today, folks, okay? So I suspect most of the action is going to be when our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, comes up next, which is going to be 11 o'clock. 11:30, I believe, is when Europe closes.
Okay. We'll have to figure that one out.
Yeah. It just has to do with daylight savings
That's
time
why I
right
get
now.
confused myself,
right.
I know.
But it's no later than 12:30. That's the
Okay.
bottom line.
Yeah.
And that's going to push this metal market as well as the dollar and the euro. Right now, you get the dollar index up 185 ticks. The euro is down 23. Gold's up 240. And thus far, we really haven't got any big surges, I don't believe. Well, no. Oh, this is setting up right.
We haven't been watching it for the last 10 minutes,
I guess. This is good. This
Yeah.
is setting up right. Okay, so check this out, folks. This is setting up. We can get
quite a little surge there.
Yeah, what's
actually.
that? That's 1287. Yeah, if this can do 1287,
we're right there, man.
We're going to be at 1294.
Right there.
Yeah, that's how this baby's.
How about the VIX? Pull up the VIX. They're talking about the VIX.
Okay.
VIX moving higher, 1474, high of the day. That'll add some volatility in things. That's saying there's volatility coming in, not that it's going to add it.
That's right. People should be paying some premium right now.
They should.
Yeah, and that's going. That's
zoom it in.
That's going high.
There you go.
You stay right there, folks. Our man, Mr. Basil Chapman's coming up next, and of course, then we get swim lessons. Steve Rhodes, Dave White. We'll be back this afternoon.
Thanks man.
Wow, go get him, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.